we will solve the second question of this LeetCode series, which tells us that we have to remove nth node from the end of the list. So here the description is given as its medium level question. So given the head of the linked list, we have to remove the nth node from the end of the list and return its head. So basically, as per the diagram, what we are able to see is there are 5 elements in a list, and we have to remove the second element from the end of the list. So here first we will have our base case scenario as if head equals to null ptr, then what we will have, then what we will return null ptr. If not, then what we will do is we will create a stack list node name s. So if we see here, it's gonna run. So if we see here, we have created a stack. First of all, assume that it's empty, and this is our list right now. So list node temp equals to head. As we are creating a copy of head here, as you can see that head is also pointing head, and we have created a copy of head which is temp. It is also pointing the head element of the list. So next what we will do is we will iterate a loop over here where we will have as up to where temp will go. So up to temp not equals to null ptr, it will run, and we will push the elements inside the stack, as loop will iterate through each of the elements and it will push those elements into the stack. So first of all, first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. So the last element in the list will be at the top of the stack, and then we will have we have to tell that how temp will go. So it will go as per this, and outside the loop we will have also for popping the list, as we have inserted the array, we have inserted the elements, and we have to pop that elements, as we have to delete it also. So int I equals to 0, I should be less than its head, right? N, as here we are given int n, so n equals to 2. At the end, from the end it will run, and I plus plus. We will basically iterate through them, and s dot pop, as we will pop these elements also. If s dot empty, if list is empty, then what we will return is, then basically we will create a node, create a new node equals to new. So here what we will do is we will create a new head which will point to the, which will be equal to the next of the node, next of the head. So as you can see here, as this is a node, what it basically stores is this part of the memory stores, this part of the node will store the memory address of the next node, and here it will store the data of the node. What is the current data of this node? It will store it. So while creating on, while having a copy of or creating a node, basically we are having a new node, a new pointer here, but what it will do is it will basically point to the next of the head. As the list is empty, so we will create it and delete head and return new head. This is what we got when the list is empty. When we don't have any kinds of node, what we will do is we will create a new node, and basically if a list is empty, if the stack is empty, then we will create it and copy the pointer, copy the next of the current node, next of the head node to that new node which we have initiated. So here, uh, first we have inserted the nodes into the list, and now we have to pop from where? From the top of the stack, as stack follows the first and last out principle. So five will be popped out and four will be popped out. After that, the iteration will stop as it has reached to its end element. So, but we have to return something like this. 1, 2, 3, and 5. If 5 will be popped out, then how can we will insert it? So for that operation, what we will do is we will create another pointer. We will create another pointer previous equals to s dot pop. And what it will do is it will simply store as 4 we have popped out. So the previous value of the 4 is 3. So it will point 3 to next. So previous will have the value of s dot pop. Previous will store the values of s dot pop, and another list node, uh, node to delete equals to what it will store as previous next. It will store the value of the next previously value of the next pointer. As we have created this pointer, what it will do is as we have to delete 4, so it will store the previous value, means it's this value, previous next. Then the previous next will be equal to previous next value, and then we will delete the and then we will delete this, and simply return head, as we have told to return its head at the last. So this will be the whole operation performing. As uh, if I tell the last scenarios about this thing, then we are creating a node which will we are creating a pointer which will store the value of the popped values from the stack, and here we are also creating a pointer which will store the previous next value. Here we are having the popped values out, and here we are storing their next values inside. So their next values, the popped next values, will be equal to their next, as this both values are popped out. So obviously the top of the stack will be 3. So fourth previous, next. This will how it will go, and then we will delete the node to be deleted. After deleting the node to be deleted, which we have created first, we will delete the head as we had told to delete it, as we have told to return it. So let's run. Accepted and submitted. Got submit. Thank you.